This is a rock. But more importantly, this rock's name is Brutus. And Brutus would like me to inform you that he is in fact a boulder. He lives a lonely life. Although it wasn't always lonely, Brutus used to be surrounded by lots of friends. In fact, he was the hot rock to trot on the block. That was until Well, you see, one day a long time ago, there was a very large and respected tree named Steve. And Steve became jealous of Brutus's growing popularity. So Steve started lashing out by encouraging all the other trees to call Brutus by the mocking name of cobbles. This greatly upset Brutus because he was not a cobble. He explained that because his diameter was larger than 10.1 inches, there was just simply no way anyone could ever correctly classify him as cobblestone or pebbles. But the mockery continued. You see, even though Brutus was far older than all the other trees, Steve was at a much higher political stance, thus no one dare come out in defense of Brutus. It was an exile. Brutus sat lonely and angry as he watched all the forest join together in formal dinner parties and parades, and he wasn't even invited to attend the annual forest circus. So Brutus began to plan his revenge. The sky grew dark and stormy, and it began to rain, but something peculiar happened. As the water fell from the sky and absorbed deep into the roots of the trees, all water avoided Steve. He didn't get a drop. See, what Steve didn't know is that rocks have an ancient connection with nature that give them many powerful abilities such as controlling the sky. Day after day, storm after storm, Steve watched his roots dry out amongst a wet, saturated ground. He begged and begged for Brutus to show mercy and allow him to drink. But Brutus said nothing. Steve was dying. On the stormiest day the forest had ever seen, Brutus opened up the sky and brought a huge bolt of lightning to Steve's dry, splintering wood. As a beacon of terror, the forest watched as Steve burned alive faster than anyone could make a scream. A tower of flame taller than any tree in the entire forest. When the ashes settled and the clouds moved on, the only thing left in the air was silence. To this day, if you go into the forest and you try to listen for the words spoken by the trees, all you'll hear is silence. Silence, serving as a reminder that Brutus is a boulder.